Hey guys, it's FIFA here, and welcome to episode 87 of Let's FIFA 13. And we start this episode off by going into the semi-finals of the Best Cup. But instead of talking over the gameplay in this episode, I have a few different topics I want to talk about. The first one being talking about topics, because I usually tend to speak about the gameplay, but from time to time I tend to have something on my mind I want to speak about. And I think I'll do that for future episodes. Whenever I have something I want to talk about, I'll include it, and I'll just quickly want to know you guys' opinion on that. If that's alright with you, that I sometimes change it up and talk about a few different things. But have in mind, I won't be forcing topics on every single episode, because that won't work. It'll be whenever I have something on my mind. And what I have on my mind today is to answer a few questions I've seen on a few different videos. One of them being, when is the goals compilation out? Because I did say in the ending of December that I had hoped to have it out here in the beginning of January. But as you can see, it's not up on my channel yet. And that is mainly due to me having the exams. And I had my second exam today. Then I have one on Monday. And on Thursday, I got my final one. And I'm really looking forward to that, because then I should have about 2 weeks off from uni completely, have time to edit the goals compilation and get some work done on that, which I'm really looking forward to. And hopefully it should be out in the end of January or in the beginning of February. I really hope so, but you never know if something comes up, but that is the plan. And then there's a question asking, what will happen once the goals compilation is done? Will the series stop? And no, it will not. We'll most likely start on a new season. I don't know if we should start from episode 1 or something. We'll see how that goes, but we'll definitely start a new season looking to make a new goals compilation. And another thing I'll look to do is some sort of in-depth squad builders. I know there's a lot of squad builders out there on YouTube, but my mind about this is basically to go in-depth with it, really in-depth, like explaining what every single player's strengths and weaknesses are, and maybe get some edits in showing which areas they don't cover up, what they do well, all that sort of stuff. And that might be something that is out every 4 weeks, every 3 weeks, something like that. But that is just something I have in mind and might try to implement on the channel once we get into February. And then the final thing I'll be talking about is actually some of the new stuff happening on Ultimate Team, because I guess most of you guys know that Team of the Year is out, all that kind of stuff, and the transfers is out as well. So now we have Debussy moving to Newcastle, and that means he will have a perfect link with Ben Arfa. And then we have Lucas moving to PSG, as most of you guys know as well, and he will link it nicely up with Ibrahimovic. And I have in mind creating a skill squad with those players, and then maybe get a Team of the Year player into the side as well. Maybe Casillas, Marcelo, something like that. That's at least what I had in my mind, but I might change it. Iniesta looks like a really good player, but he will probably be way too expensive. But that is something I will look to build here Sunday once all the prices drop to a completely low. As for last year, EA did release all of the Team of the Year players at the same time during the weekend, and that pretty much meant that the prices was at the lowest during the weekend. So I guess they'll do the same this year, and I'll look to pick everyone up for cheap at that point in time. Now, I'm pretty much done talking about all these topics, and we can get it back to the gameplay, and we are into the quarterfinals of the Gold Cup here. Ronaldinho with some really nice stuff to start off with, and I end up failing the roulette there. It could have been a really nice goal, but we will manage to create another chance here with Wallison, and I fail a skill move completely, and it means I win a penalty. Quite lucky, and I will convert it to make it 1-0 there with Ronaldinho. And then something very weird happened. I do not know what it is, if it was a glitch, a bug, whatever it was. As you see, I couldn't move my players. I could change players, but I couldn't move them. And that meant he had a very easy time hitting me on the counter. And as you can see, I can change player, and every time my player just stops, and he gets up 1-1 there. A very weird thing happening, and I do not know why it happened. And if you experienced it, let me know. Maybe it was just only me, or maybe it is something that occurs for several people. But as you can see here, I decided to turn off my controller, and it said connection lost to the game. So I don't know if it was because I turned off my controller, or if it was a bug and it basically just kicked me out of the game. But that happened, and the game simply wasn't played at all, because it was a 1-1 draw, and it didn't. I don't think it went onto my record, and I had to play the quarterfinals once again, and I come up against, I believe he's a subscriber, and I played him before. I know that I could recognize the squad name, team name, and he gave me a really good game. I get my first chance here in the 23rd minute, not the best of stuff, and then he will get the lead here. Will Falcao to head it in to make it 1-0, but I would push back in the 35th minute there with Robinho 1-1, and then just 1 minute after, he completely recreates the first goal, cross it in, and this time he finds a Modric to make it a 2-1. Quite frustrating, but I will try and get that second goal here. Nice stuff from David Luiz, and that will make it a 2-2. And I get one more chance here. Lamela panics the defender, I believe, and we take a shot, but we do get a little bit too narrow angle. And then 87th minute, nice stuff with Vela. Gets through on goal, and I really thought he was going to win the game there, but luckily Machete with some really nice stuff in goal, and we will go on the counter straight away here. Terap, he will find Lamela a scoop turn to get into position, through on goal. He takes his keep out, and I get very lucky there to get the goal, and that means I win the game, and that will be the end of the episode, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to talk about topics from time to time during these episodes, and that's all, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later.